Welcome to the Joe Fragilé channel. I'm Joe Fragilé, white guy on a mission to bring you the alternative truth and fight woke. On today's episode, Doctor Who Season 1, Things to Get Mad About. See, for every right-wing pundit on the internet, Doctor Who fans especially, it's important to have stuff to get mad about. If we're not getting mad about stuff, we're not effectively communicating our message. So today, we're going to take a look back at the latest season of Doctor Who to broadcast on the BBC and Disney Plus, which was labeled Season 1, which was very confusing, and we're going to go through some key elements of Season 1 which we can use to criticize it and ensure that we're pushing our right-wing agenda that everything is too woke, everything's going to shit, the audiences are turning off in droves, and that's because of the woke agenda, and this is what will get clicks. First on the list, Space Babies. Yes, the first episode of the new season. This was a big relaunch for the show. It was a chance to grab new fans on the Disney Plus platform, and it was a chance to bring back Doctor Who fans who drifted away during the Moffat era and especially during the Jodie Whittaker years under Chris Chibnall. So why do you start with the worst episode of the entire season? It's not a great strategy. You've got farts and snot. It's a terrible way to start your series, but it's a great way to attack the series for those of us on the right, because we can accuse the makers of this show for self-sabotage by running the worst episode first. I mean, let's forget about New Earth back in 2006 and how bad that was, but let's pretend that Space Babies is a new low to open a season. The absolute worst episode they could have picked. So that's a good start, but let's move on to our next item, which we can get mad about. And that is disdain for the audience. So I've seen a lot of cast interviews, specifically responding to the backlash of casting trans people, gay people, black people in prominent roles. Ncuti Gatwa was saying, turn off the TV, go touch some grass. Jinx Monsoon was telling anyone who didn't like the show in its new form to not let the door hit them on the way out. This is prime fodder for us to get mad, because we're not racist, sexist homophobes for insisting the Doctor should be a straight white guy, while simultaneously we can take offense when called racist and transphobic, and we can say this pushes us real fans away. Okay, so the next thing to get mad at, the focus on diversity over storytelling. They're using Doctor Who as a platform for pushing diversity and inclusion. It doesn't matter if this is a worthy goal, what their motivations are. Their job is to tell good stories. Never mind that the hit rate in previous seasons, especially the Russell T Davies years, for great versus terrible stories is kind of the same as it ever was, right? I mean, the long game, anyone? Diversity and inclusion is replacing storytelling as the main priority. That's the important message to get mad about. And this is the perfect argument, because Davis in the past wrote Midnight and he wrote Love and Monsters. So we can guarantee any new series written primarily by him is going to have some terrible episodes and examples of diversity and inclusion overriding good storytelling. Or at least that's the way we can spin it. All right, moving on to the next item. The Doctor crying. Oh my God, way too much. It's out of hand. Every episode. Like, he did it before, but it was powerful because it was rare. And now, it's every episode. So we on the right can use this as an example of how the Doctor is more emotional or feminine now, how he gets in touch with his feelings. We have to be sure to get worked up about this, despite saying that women get too emotional. Maybe we could cry a little as well. That helps. Now let's go on to the next item, the last item of things to get mad about. And it's Disney. According to Russell T Davies, Disney send him some notes, but keep their interference to a minimum. Other than what he said in interviews, there's no actual evidence for this. So we can pounce on this and milk it for the duration of the Disney BBC deal. The same forces that ruined Marvel and Star Wars are now at work on Doctor Who. We can go wild on the Disney thing. We can say they'll pull their funding if Doctor Who doesn't meet its quota of people of colour, gay people, women kicking ass. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. It's nebulous, it's undefined, it's plausible, so use it. So these are a few factors to get mad about for Doctor Who Season 1 if you're on the right, especially if you have a YouTube channel or you write articles. It's very important to get mad about stuff. Don't sit down and enjoy the show on its own merits. To hell with that. Focus solely on what furthers our opinion that woke is destroying beloved franchises and the libs need to piss off with this DEI crap. Now, here's something to celebrate. Here's something we can all get excited about: the low ratings. We can ignore the fact that Doctor Who Season 1 episodes were often the most watched dramas of the week, and ratings are down for terrestrial TV across the board. Dancing on the Grave of Doctor Who gets lots of clicks, and it ensures that nobody can just enjoy a show they love in peace. All these above things, no doubt, equally are applicable to Season 2, which is really important, because now there's no need to put thought into criticizing actual episodes. You can go ahead and make your videos and your commentary on Season 2 today, right now, ranting about some of the above items, reusing everything you talked about with Season 1, and store those videos away until Season 2 goes live. I mean, save yourself the time and the effort later. It's easy. Our reading today is taken from the Book of Chibbers, Chapter 5, Verse 2. And despite never delivering a decent script for Doctor Who, Chris Chibnall was bestowed the showrunner status, and he did produce a season so bland and forgettable that all the fans did declare, meh. And so Chibbers did say, fuck it, and embarked upon such folly of a story arc that the great St. Terence Dicks did begin revolving in his grave. Thanks be to the timeless child. Amen. I'm Joe Fragilé, white guy on a mission to fight woke wherever I find it. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe for more, and have a great day. Right, I'm off to record my review for Season 2.